First of all, thank you all for your time today. I really do appreciate that so much.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Pleasure's mine for sure. We'll start with get an idea of what it was that attracted each of you to your respective characters, and we'll start with Riley on this one.
Yeah, after I discovered the comic books after receiving the audition, and I immediately fell in love with it. I knew it was something that I just really, really wanted to be a part of, and when I got the role, I was ecstatic and in a long state of disbelief. But I think what really drew me to Erin's character was that I feel like I'm not a lot like her, and I think it's really cool that I get to play someone who has a different perspective than I do on certain things. And also, I think how we relate is that we really strive to take care of the people that we love and wanting to protect them, people that I love.
Oh, that's awesome. Camryn, what about you?
For me, it was it's always been a dream of mine to like play somebody that I could relate to and look up to, and I feel like I really relate and look up to Tiff because she's a very strong, fiercely protective, wildly ambitious Black girl, and I really look up to that, and I always loved seeing that type of character portrayed on TV. It meant a lot for people like me to be represented, and I think that drew me to Tiff. And when I saw her in the comic books, I was just like, wow, she's like really cool. So that also helped a lot because she was just a very strong-willed woman, and I loved her. I loved her immediately.
There you go. There you go. Fina, what about you?
Similarly to these two, I didn't know the comics before, and I started reading it during my audition process, and I was so drawn to KJ's ability to be so clear-eyed about what is right and what is wrong, and her ability and her willingness to put others before herself. And I think those are just very admirable qualities and something I really wanted to bring to life.
Okay, there we go. Now you each bring up the comic book and how engaging it is, and really how iconic it is when you think about it.
Yeah.
Were there any pressures for each of you in having to bring these iconic characters to life? And we'll go reverse order and start with Fina here.
I think there definitely was some pressure. I know that for fans of the comics, KJ's storyline can be very inspiring and hits home with a lot of people. And I wanted to do it justice, and I knew it was a very delicate story, and I wanted to make sure it was told with the utmost respect. And it meant the world to me to be able to work alongside these girls and have these iconic characters jump off the page, and especially being now a fan of the comics myself, it was just thrilling to watch the books right before my eyes. Yeah. And I think audiences will really love them and will appreciate what we've created.
Okay. Camryn, what about you?
It was, the 80s wasn't the best time for everyone. And I think that the show really portrayed that really well, and it was handled very well and respectfully because we didn't romanticize the 80s. We did focus on some of the racism, some of the sexism, and I think that the show, the writers, the set team, everybody did a really great job of bringing the 80s to life without making it seem like it was perfect. So I was really honored to help tell a really authentic representation with these amazing ladies in Sophia.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think similarly, I know that a lot of this story and the characters in it meant a lot to a lot of people, and I think this is a story that we all wanted to tell very authentically with the 80s, and of course with some of their storylines and the topics that the show goes over. And I'm just so happy that we are in it together.
Well, there we go. Well, that is actually all the time we have for today. So I thank you all so much for it. Really do appreciate it. Really looking forward to everybody seeing you guys in the show in a couple weeks.
Thank you. Yeah,
We're excited.
Yeah.
Have a great rest of
Bye-bye.
your day.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.